Welcome to this tutorial on Start-Job, one of PowerShell's most powerful features for managing background jobs. In this video, you'll learn how to launch commands that run in the background, allowing you to continue working in your PowerShell session while long-running tasks execute independently. Background jobs are essential for efficient scripting and automation, especially when dealing with time-consuming operations. Let's dive in and master this fundamental PowerShell capability. Background jobs in PowerShell enable asynchronous execution, which means commands run independently without blocking your current PowerShell session. Instead of waiting for a command to finish before you can type the next one, background jobs let you start a task and immediately continue with other work. This is particularly valuable for long-running tasks such as processing large datasets, querying remote systems, or performing maintenance operations that might take minutes or even hours to complete. Think of it like starting a download in the background while you continue browsing the web. The basic syntax for starting a background job uses the start-job cmdlet followed by the -script block parameter. Inside the script block, which is enclosed in curly braces, you place the PowerShell commands you want to run in the background. The script block acts as a container for your code, and everything inside it will execute asynchronously in a separate PowerShell session. This simple structure is the foundation for all background job operations in PowerShell. Let's look at two practical examples. In the first example, we start a job that retrieves all running processes, sorts them by CPU usage in descending order, and runs this entirely in the background. The second example demonstrates a job that sleeps for 30 seconds before outputting a completion message. Notice how both jobs start immediately and return control to your console. You don't have to wait for the get-process command to finish sorting or for the 30-second sleep to complete. Your PowerShell prompt becomes available right away. When you're running multiple background jobs, identifying them becomes crucial. The -name parameter allows you to assign a descriptive name to each job, making management much easier. In this example, we create a job named Process Monitor that retrieves process information and exports it to a CSV file. Instead of tracking jobs by automatically generated job IDs, you can reference them by meaningful names. This is especially helpful when you're managing several concurrent jobs and need to quickly identify which job is performing which task. Background jobs run in isolated sessions, which means they don't have access to variables from your current session by default. To pass data into a job, you use the -argument list parameter combined with a param block inside your script block. In this example, we define a variable called $path containing a file path. We then pass this variable to the job using -argument list. Inside the script block, the param statement with $folder path receives this value, allowing the job to use it. This pattern is essential for making your jobs dynamic and reusable. Instead of defining all your code inside a script block, you can execute entire PowerShell script files as background jobs using the -filepath parameter. This approach is ideal when you have complex scripts that are better maintained in separate files. The first example runs a backup script located at c:/scripts /backupdata.ps1. The second example executes a cleanup script from the current directory and passes the argument 30 to it. This technique helps organize your code and makes it easier to reuse existing scripts as background jobs. Let's recap the essential concepts. First, jobs run in isolated sessions with their own scope, meaning they don't share variables or state with your main session. Second, start-job returns a job object immediately, which you can use to track and manage the job. Third, use the get-job cmdlet to monitor the status of your running jobs and see whether they're still running, completed, or failed. Finally, once a job completes, use the receive-job cmdlet to retrieve its output. These four principles form the core workflow for working with PowerShell background jobs effectively.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.